There we go, I got him.
When he does wake up,
Hey, police, you mind opening the door for me?
he seems incapable of following basic instructions.
Can you open it? Okay, open the door. Oh, great. This is out of his pants. Why don't you zip up for me?
Instead of complying, the driver slams on the gas.
What are you doing? Open your door.
Thankfully, the car was not in gear, and eventually the man behind the wheel gets out.
I want to do some tests to make sure you're going to be able to drive.
Sobriety tests get off to a rocky start.
Okay, can you take off your hat for a second?
Again, basic requests seem not to be understood.
Take off your hat. Sure. No, I want you to take off your hat.
I don't know what you want me to do.
I want you to take off your hat. Hold the phone for me.
He couldn't walk a straight line, and eventually the officers give up.
Why don't you just go sit on my bumper, okay? You're going to fall over on me. Yep.
Out comes the breathalyzer.
Oh, blow, 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 blow. There you go. Keep
Officers
going.
would later claim he blew a .202, more than 2.5 times the legal limit.
Well, William, right now I'm going to place you under arrest for DWI. Okay, so put your hands behind your back for me.
Cuffed and under arrest, the man is put in the back of the patrol car. It all seems pretty standard, a textbook DWI bust, until the cops examine the man's wallet. Listen carefully.
Oh, crap.
Watch what happens here. Without another word, both officers pull out and turn off their body mics.
Step out for me.
Yes, sir.
The only microphone now working is the one in the patrol car. The man under arrest is let out. Fast forward a few minutes, and when he gets back in, the handcuffs are off.
Just stay warm, okay?
Thanks.
And instead of going to jail,
I just need to figure out a way to get him home.
a ride home is arranged.
I need to find somebody that can come and pick you up.
Okay. Anybody?
Well, preferably one of your buddies.
Turns out the man previously under arrest for DWI and now getting special treatment is not your ordinary citizen. William Momberg is a Columbia Heights police officer.
I appreciate you guys working with us.
And the cover-up is on. It's what's known in police circles as professional courtesy. The notion that cops don't ticket other cops.
I don't condone their behavior, and I wish they'd made a different decision. But cops are human.
Dwayne Wolf is a retired officer
DWI.
and current law enforcement instructor at Alexandria Technical and Community College. This is a contentious subject.
Yeah, I mean,
Wolf says there can be a lot of peer pressure.
like I said, a lot of police officers feel that pressure to take care of their brethren.
It's a sentiment you can find expressed on a lot of police blogs. Wolf, who is also a columnist for PoliceOne.com, has written about so-called professional courtesy.
Well, the article is the most commented article I've ever written.
In it, he makes the argument against the badge being a get-out-of-jail-free card.
That doesn't serve the profession. It doesn't serve the department. And quite honestly, it doesn't serve the officer. They just get the attitude that there are no consequences for my actions.
Back to Blaine, where Officer Monberg, along with his get-out-of-jail-free card, wants to make sure there's nothing about his situation entered into the computer.
You know what's in the CAD notes on that?
Nothing.
Okay.
On this night, no arrest, no reports, no mugshots, and dawn breaks with just a free pass because he wears a badge.
Why don't you go hop over the passenger seat? Sure.
Blaine Police Chief Chris Olson is apparently not a believer in special breaks for police officers. When he found out what happened, he put an investigator on the case. And about a month after he was let go with no arrest, Officer Momberg was charged with DWI. The case is still pending, so Chief Olson would not discuss it on camera, but told us, quote, "In this case, inexperienced officers made a mistake. It's not acceptable. My expectation is fair and impartial policing, and that didn't happen. We need to treat people fairly, and it shouldn't matter what they do for a living." Meantime, Officer Momberg pleaded not guilty to DWI. He has a court date later this week. Today, he sent me a statement saying, quote, "I'm profoundly ashamed, embarrassed, and disappointed in myself for that incident." He also goes on to apologize to his department, community, and the Blaine officers that he says he put in a tough spot. Now, you can read the entire statement on our website at KARE11.com.
And AJ, if you can share how we found out about this whole situation.
I found out doing background on another story we were working on. I was looking into officers who were on the scene and came across this case, so asked for the video, and you saw what we found when we got it.
All right.
I think citizens would be very upset if they saw that as a routine by police officers.
Yeah, it's definitely drawing a lot of debate even on
Yeah.
the station Facebook and my AJ Investigates Facebook page tonight, folks weighing in on both sides of the issue.
Especially how serious drunk driving is.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, AJ.